What's better than a delicious steak with shallot, red wine, and fresh herbs? That's a trick question because there ain't nothing better. Crack open a bottle of wine, pour a glass, and sit back and relax. Let's learn how to make a perfect red wine reduction sauce. Hey y'all, welcome back. Vince here. Do you love steak but you're looking to switch it up? You're tired of doing the same steaks over and over and over? Well, today I got the dish for you. Today, we're going to be whipping up a New York strip steak with a beautiful red wine reduction sauce. This is something that every steak lover should know how to make. Friends, if you haven't already, I ask that you smash that like button, ring the bell, turn notifications on, comment below, let me know what you think, subscribe to the channel. I make delicious recipes every Thursday and Sunday. Alright guys, so you know what's next. Crack open your favorite bottle of wine, pour a glass for yourself while you're following along, and let's get started. Alright, now that we cracked open our bottle of wine, we got our steak. We're going to let it get up to room temperature. We're going to take it out at least 30 minutes before, ideally an hour or two if we can. Season your steak generously with salt and pepper on both sides. Alright y'all, now that our steak is prepped and we got a glass of wine, we're just going to break down a couple of shallots. Give your shallots a good healthy dice. This is going to be the perfect base layer of flavor for our red wine reduction sauce. First thing we're going to do is we're going to come in with some butter and we're going to melt that down. Once your butter's melted down, you're going to grab your shallot and toss it in. So we're going to let these shallots soak up all that butter and break down a little bit. We're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper, not a lot, just a little bit of seasoning to flavor these bad boys up. Alright, it's only been a couple of minutes and our shallots are already looking beautiful. I got some fresh rosemary here. I'm going to toss that in with the shallot. Alright y'all, once your shallots start to look translucent like this, and they've mixed in with your fresh herbs, you can start to add in your wine. For this recipe, you're going to want to grab your favorite bottle of red wine. For me, I like a Cab. I like something a little bit drier. I think it goes with this perfectly, but any red wine will work. Something that you like to drink, not something that's been sitting in your cupboard for a year and a half. So throw that out, grab something that you can drink, and follow along. But Vince, how much wine do I use? How much wine do I use? How much wine do I use? About that much. So while this is reducing down, we're also going to just throw in 1 bay leaf. And you're going to want to let that reduce about 3/4 of the way. So 75% of the wine, you're going to want to let that reduce down. Alright, our pan's scalding hot. Time to throw in that beautiful New York strip. Alright, and 4 minutes in, we're going to give this strip a perfect flip. And after you've had it in about 8 minutes, it's time to take that sucker out. And now that we've transferred it over, we're just going to come in with a little bit of stock. But remember, if you use a stock that has salt, you're going to want to add less salt when you're actually making your sauce. Otherwise, it's going to be overwhelmingly salty. Friends, don't be afraid of your butter. Butter's your friend. Butter's good. Butter is delicious, so we're going to toss in a whole bunch of butter in here. And then we're going to immediately whisk. We're going to crank down the heat down to a low. And we're going to get this butter working in with our sauce. Look at how juicy that is. Once we've given our steak about 10 minutes to rest, we're going to slowly slice it against the grain into long, beautiful strips. Now this step's optional. Feel free to leave the steak as is and throw it on a plate. But for me, I think the presentation is much better, and then you don't have to worry about slicing it when you're ready to eat. And once we're done slicing our steak, we're going to be left with a beautiful pile of meat that's ready for plating. After we finish slicing our steak, we're going to grab it piece by piece and place it along a long serving plate. Once you've placed your steak along there beautifully, grab whatever herb you decided to use, that fresh rosemary, for a little bit of garnish. Then, grab your red wine reduction sauce and sauce it all over the top. We're going to put it all along the top of our steak, and we're also going to put a side to dip in. If you want a really smooth sauce, you can strain it, and you can remove the shallots at the end, but me, I love onions. I love shallots. I love the depth of flavor that it brings. Serve this as an appetizer for the table, or pair it with your favorite potatoes or side for a delicious dinner. All right, y'all, cheers. Time to get started. So I'm going to pour a little bit more wine because it's definitely what it calls for. I am so excited. Now, for sides, this goes awesome with some potatoes, broccoli, a salad. Honestly, any normal side that you would have with steak, it's going to be rock star with this. So let's just get after it. I'm going to go a little Dunkaroo. Oh. Oh my God. Honestly, I could drink this stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. I got all different types of steak recipes coming up, all different sauces. You're not going to want to miss it. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and thanks again.